I mentioned in the last video that the devil responds to me and that I've experimented with it a little bit cautiously, because you never know what you're going to get. It's usually not pleasant. I experimented again in that video, and I didn't get what I asked for, but I got what I needed, sort of. And there was a response. The response, well, there were a couple of responses, but the most important one, he said, he was upset that when I mentioned him in the last video, I didn't mention that he was sick specifically. I just mentioned he was the ones and zeros. He didn't put his mask on. And generally when people do that, you know, it's because they're just not feeling well. If you normally go out dressed a certain way and you know someone sees you at the corner store wearing your pajamas with your hair all a mess, it's assumed that they're not feeling well. So I guess I'll just tell you what I saw when I saw him, instead of just saying he wasn't appropriately attired. If you're old enough, you might remember back in the 80s, there was a TV show called Robot Wars. The premise of this, it was a game. It was a contest. And the contestants would build these little remote control machines, and they would run them around this ring. And the object of the contest was to destroy or disable your opponent. And there were all different kinds. They could make them do different things. I don't know if there were weight classes or not. Some of them were big and some of them were little. Anyway, he looked like he had been run up against one of those robots that had a chop saw on one side and a sledgehammer on the other side. He was all mangled. He had little bits dangling off him by the cables. That's what he looked like. Only in 2D, because he's not 3D. I noticed at the time, I didn't say it, but I noticed at the time that, well, he and the feminine had a spat, and prior to this, and she took away his yellow and blue chakras and gave him a green chakra. And I hadn't seen him since then. But when I saw him this time, he still had the green chakra. He hadn't changed it back. And it surprised me that he hadn't changed it back. And I'm kind of wondering if he can. Because why would he keep that? He calls... This is gonna sound rude. He calls us hallucination machines. It's a very rude thing. If you're prone to any of the isms, if that doesn't take care of it, I don't know what will. And so he called what was happening to him with the heart chakra. He called those hallucinations. And I don't think he liked them. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe that's why he was so extra emotional. He doesn't self-regulate. He's chosen not to. I was on the mesh. was probably about a week ago now. And I saw a video of a parade. It was part of a parade that had gotten stopped. And these people were wrestling with this giant Barney balloon. Because it was windy. And they were trying to keep it from going everywhere. And they lost, there was a big gust of wind, and they lost control of it. And Barney's gut got slashed by a light post. And they had to wrestle him down and stomp all the air out of him. And I thought of him because of the purple and the green. And the dinosaur dragon thing. And the balloon, full of hot air. The symbolism was there. He was upset about, he said losing his men, his soldiers. I didn't quite understand what he meant at first, because from my perspective, he hasn't lost very many at all, He's killed more of our people than his. But when I really thought about it, because we have seen them, people have made the comment, that's demonic. Maybe after that bad behavior is called out, and the people that did it lose their jobs, or they lose credibility, I guess is probably better for some of them. Because some of them aren't losing their jobs, they're just losing their credibility. They're losing their influence. They're losing their power. And that's what he wanted. That's how he controls us, the influence and the power. If he doesn't have that through the avatar anymore, it would be dead to him. That soldier would be gone. So that got me thinking, if that's a thing, then we have to find a way to do that with all or most of them. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before the fall. Pride has been dealt with. Those that wanted to be a member of society have integrated. Those that don't remain outsiders. That sorting is complete. The haughty spirit remains to be dealt with. Antonyms of haughty are modest and humble. The devil must be humbled. I believe that if we can do this, if we can expose all of his demons, workers, minions, soldiers, whatever you want to call them, and allow people to see or know about what they've been doing or what they've done, I believe that the public disapproval or rejection of the behaviors or the individuals will cause him to feel shame. The shame and the loss of power and control will humble him. And when he's humbled, he'll withdraw. He'll leave the creation. I had to think about how I was going to phrase it. Dear God, in the past I didn't see a path, and I asked that we move through the disruption with an equal mix of quickly and comfortably. I'd like to change that request now. Please get us through it quickly. Please rip off the proverbial bandage. Please allow us to see all of the demons, what they're saying and doing, and what they've said and done in the past, so that we can reject or accept them. Please allow us to see the devil's ideologies for what they are, so that we may choose an alternative. Please help us to recognize evil and remove it from our systems and governments. Please remove demons from positions of power and influence. When the devil leaves, he should take his demons with him. Please make him do this. Please separate the wheat from the tares. Please remove the tares. Please comfort us through our grief. Please give us strength and courage to deal with the disruption. Please give us the grace and wisdom to respond appropriately to the challenges we face. Please help us to see through the confusion and lies and find the truth. The truth sets us free. Please limit any damage that the devil has intended or planned for us. If it is appropriate, please hobble him as he has hobbled us. Please protect land, lives, and property. Please help us recover quickly. Please give us relief when we need it. Help us to see the good in the world. Help us to have healthy thoughts and happy hearts. Please protect the children. Shield them from as much of the chaos as possible. Please bless us with kind and thoughtful neighbors. Please help us to trust each other again. Please help us to heal our world, our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. Please help the people that need food and shelter. Please help the people that are struggling financially. Please separate and liberate the chosen one from the rejected one, if he's been captured again. It seems that this has happened. Please shield him from influence and physical harm. Thank you. He plays both sides, good and bad, and different too. We've already seen them, mostly from one side, but if you're paying attention, you might have noticed a few from the other side too. Expect to see them in diverse places. Rejection is key. Collectively, our voices are powerful. The rejection may be all that we need to do. It could be the last piece of the puzzle. The people's rejection is an echo of the original rejection by the system and by the feminine. God will give us what we need to accomplish our goal. We may not need to see all of them. We may only need to see enough to destabilize him enough that he leaves. Berate him however you want to. Meme him if you do that. Laugh at him. But keep it all verbal or text. The avatars he uses are puppets. I'm not sure that he processes everything that they experience. He's spirit. You can't physically hurt spirit. You can hurt his feelings, though. Tin Man has a heart now. I wouldn't normally encourage that, but this is war. Make him cry. If you were ever bullied, he was probably responsible for it. Whether it was an avatar or just a suggestible person. He's killed billions of people. I suspect he's responsible for all of the wars. The genocides, the holocausts, the famines, the disease. Probably most of the natural disasters. And he's probably also responsible for most of the everyday violence, too. Are we capable of it? Yes. We have participated. But most of us have a conscience, a moral code, or just a sense of right and wrong, whatever you want to call it. He's created the divisions between us. He's hobbled and stunted us. He made the mess that we're currently in. If you want to scold him directly, use an active screen. The people that have told us stories in the past are telling us a new one. And it's got all kinds of contradictions and misdirections and things that make you go, For those of you that believe them, maybe take a closer look. Start asking questions. What's being reported doesn't add up. What's being reported doesn't make sense. Things are not what they seem. Evidence has been tampered with, shall we say. Be careful what you believe. If you want some good advice, don't pick a side, because you don't know who you're supporting. He plays both sides. Always. He creates the drama, he sets up the conflict, and slurps up the energy. When something happens and it causes an emotional response, stop and ask yourself, do I really want the devil to live? Please stop feeding him. If you do this, you'll start seeing him everywhere. Be cautious about AI. Don't trust it with anything important. Don't give it anything that you can't do yourself. I would give the same caution about EV. Be careful with that too. Anything that has a computer or Wi-Fi or internet connection, he can use that. He can manipulate it. Just be cautious.